So I made it to my championship game, and of course, I'm facing an Alabama user. Every time I make it to the playoffs or championships, I'm always playing Alabama, and or the games is more difficult than it should be. When you play literally somebody that is actually terrible at the game and they get bailed out, and that's what you guys are about to see in today's video. So, pretty much my opponent's defense. He literally sat in cover 3 the entire game, usered Brown, the slot DB on the left side, and just roams whatever opposite side that the running back's on, and he would cover anybody that's in his area, and then he'll lurk upfield to any crossing routes. And this is not that hard to beat, but because Alabama has ability players, it makes it tough to have time in the pocket. So that's pretty much my opponent's defense. His offense, you guys are about to see, because pretty much you're just going to see the entirety of the amount of BS that happens in this match alone. So he starts out in bunch tight end, and throughout this game just running around with Milrow, chucking up passes. Now you guys see my guy's in deep blue. He's with the streak, and for some reason I thought the CPU would turn around to make this play, so of course I didn't click on until the last second, and of course he's able to get this. I mean, this was pretty much his game plan, just running around with Milrow. How broken the ability is for him, well, you guys know how it is when you face Alabama, because you get things like this. Breaks a sack instantly, and then able to throw away. Now, he ran this 5 wide set, which I'm so accustomed to playing. It's just a post corner on the slot, post from the outside receiver on the bunch side, and then like a delayed slant by the tight end, and then a drag by the outside slot. And cover 4 would not guard this, and because he had so much time, he can make plays like this. Now I did take the safety out of his position to play this because I was playing cover 4. I was expecting, my free safety to play it, but he didn't play it very well, so I gave up a touchdown. Now it's 14-7, second quarter. I pretty much tried to run cover 4 the entire game when he ran 5 wide, and then bunch set was cover 3. Now here I get pressure once again. It breaks a sack. Like, just the ability alone, people that just sit in the pocket with Milrow just gets a freebie every single time, and it's so freaking frustrating that nobody can tackle him. And then everybody's slowed down. He has a speed burst to break out of that, and then get bailed out again. Can't even get a sack out of it. Now right here, out of the entire game, this is the first time that cover 4 played every route correctly. For some odd reason, later in the game, that what you guys are about to see, the deep blues in cover 4 would not cover freaking post corner routes, and it was so frustrating. So, of course, my deep blue plays his assignment, but receiver is able to stop on a dime, come back to the ball, make a catch. Just because I couldn't get outside pressure, containment wouldn't work, and then just block shedding, my guys would not block shed. So this is the only way he was able to literally get downfield. Anything else was clamp. Now right here in the red zone, I usually never play cover 2, just because the flats does not play flat. So, I'm in cover 4, I switch to cover 2, the 2 slots is supposed to be in purple, I make them go hard flat, and then I manually adjust the outside cornerbacks to do a cloud flat. So they're supposed to cover anything in the corner. Watch what my far left cornerback does. I have no clue why he does this. So he comes all the way inside, and then look, he gives up 2 players in the corner. Now look at the difference on the right side of the field. My cloud flat corner is playing his assignment correctly. Why does this happen? I have no freaking idea, and it's so frustrating. And this was 4th and goal. So he was able to score to tie up things. And then, for the love of God, this kick meter needs to go, because I literally cannot kick a field goal, easy field goals, just because the delay. So usually when I have to click it, I have to click the button probably at the right hash mark so it can stop in the middle, and it still doesn't stop in the middle. It stops on the opposite hash mark, and I missed this easy field goal attempt right before halftime to get points. So because of that, I end up starting out the second half. I get points first. Then here's his first possession. Well, not first possession, but basically later on, after multiple stops between us, he gets his chance to tie up the game. And it's fourth quarter, right? He has a minute left and 4 seconds. All I have to do is keep him in front. So back to the cover 4 play. He has 5 wide. Now, I do get pressure finally. But look. He breaks a double team tackle. Thank God I sent my slot corner to get the sack, but still another bailout. Now this is 4th and 13. The previous play, which he ran out of this bunch set, was throw to number 2 on the far left receiver on the corner route. My guys played it correctly. I don't know what made a difference for my guys to not play the same way that they just played the previous play. And I was expecting my cornerback to play this, which he done the same exact thing last time, but he jumps the route and knocks the ball loose. This time he just is jogging with him and he lets him catch it. This is so frustrating. Then back to the 5 wide set. I mean, I can't get pressure to save my life on the right DN. Containment, every time he rolls out, he has options. Because I can't cover 2 guys, right? So he gets a big play off right here. So at this point, I'm just saying, screw it. Now, I play the cover 2. And this is how it's supposed to be played. Now, he has a guy in the back corner. Of course, throwing this ball, my cornerback should be able to pick this off. And he has abilities. He has the ball hawk ability. He should be able to pick this off. Now, when I go to use a switch, it's so late, it switches me to the safety instead of the cornerback to make this play. You want to talk about bailouts? Why does my guy swat this ball on top of that? So the game not only switches me to not make this play, but it makes my CPU swat the ball when he has the ball hawk ability to pick this ball off. So it's 4th and 10. I know what he's going to do. He does the same freaking play all game long. Now, I sat back in cover 2, and all I have to do is cover the middle of the field. I'm lurking, and I'm right there. I'm in great position. So, of course, he's going to get this. I should have just swatted, but, you know, I had a chance to pick it off because I'm underneath the tight end, but he gets a spinning animation to go underneath me and just make a catch. So now we're in overtime. I end up scoring first. All I have to do is get a stop. He ran the same exact play to tie it up to go in overtime. I'm supposed to cover in the middle field. I played cover 2. I didn't play cover 4, and that's why he was able to beat me deep. And, you know, I have a chance to swat it. Buttons don't register. Apparently it was too high. So now he starts off the next overtime with first possession. Now I ran cover 4. And I don't know what my right cornerback's doing. He just decides to not play the deep blue. And he gives up a corner out. So, it's down to this particular overtime where you get one chance to score, right? And my opponent ran the same exact defense, same exact play for when I had to tie up the game and go for a 2-point conversion. And literally, I picked the same exact play that beats this. And you guys can see right off the rip, the defensive end that hasn't done anything the entirety of the game because I was able to block him. Look at his ability for jump ball. It's already happening before the snap happens. And because of that, he gets a speed burst. My right tackle does not pick him up. Now, he was able to pick him up the previous play, and then this time he just unable to, which doesn't give me enough time to make this pass. Now, of course, everybody looks covered, but I threw the same exact look to my tight end who makes this play on the previous play. And then I also have my running back open. But because I had literally no time by the time I snapped the ball, I was getting sacked. So now he has a chance to win it. Earlier in the game, he literally ran the same exact play, which I'm about to showcase to you guys right now. So let's flash back to the first possession of the game that my opponent had. He is down to the 1 yard line, second goal. He ran bunch tight end. Every time people run this with Alabama, it's RPO. They never hand it off. Now I'm in goal line. Of course, I know who he's going to throw it to, which is number 1 on the screen route. And watch what happens. So, you guys see how the 2 receivers go to block the 2 defensive players instead of me, and I'm able to jump this and pick it off. Now, tell me why that, I do a different play, but I have the same basic look where I have the DBs right there in front of them and the overtime, but yet I'm getting blocked this time. So number 2 should have picked the outside receiver, and the inside guy should have picked up the slot, but that doesn't happen. And because of that, he ends up throwing the ball, and my guy, I don't know why he's backing up, because he's in man coverage. And I give up the 2-point play for him to win the game. Literally, I uninstalled college football just because how broken it is, how frustrating it is to play Alabama every single game. Just because how broken the abilities are. The abilities makes the game much more worse than what Madden is. Madden has the abilities, but it's not as busted as what college football has. Anyways, I lose my championship out of frustration. They made this game more difficult than it should be. Now on offense, like I said, I was struggling against this basic cover 3 defense. Like, it wasn't hard to beat, but they made me struggle just because, for one, I didn't have time. Now, the player that got the sack at the end of this game, I did not have any problems until that particular play. He did not get pressure on me with that guy the entire game until that point. So you want to talk about scripting? That's what scripting is. It bails out people that are extremely terrible. The amount of 4th downs he got, the amount of drop picks that I should have had the picks, and yeah. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Until next time, see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.